What's up, YouTube Nation? Coming to you live. This is TKO Boxing Digest. My name is Lamar, aka the Black Abe Sanchez, and my partner in crime.
Hey, my name is D, aka the Black Al Bernstein. Shout out to Al Bernstein.
Yeah, shout out to Al Bernstein. Shout out to Bernard Hopkins, aka the old man that kicks ass. All right, we're gonna jump into a video today. We're gonna discuss the great matchup coming up. A young, hungry lion against still a lion in his own right. Nicholas Walters versus Nonito Donaire.
Yeah, that's a great matchup, man. You got somebody, Nonito Donaire, former 2012 Fighter of the Year, 5-division titleist, 5 divisions.
5 divisions.
Had a knockout of the year against Victor Archinian. Man, the Filipino Flash, supposed to be the next coming of Manny Pacquiao.
The next coming of Manny Pacquiao. At one point, I felt like he was definitely gonna, be the second coming of Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, because the only thing about him different is he's more straight hair, like where Manny throws more punches at angles. His punches are more he kind of more from a traditional stance. He squares up more with his opponents. But in terms of power and speed, it was phenomenal. Against Nicholas Walters, some people may don't know about him, but he's been knocking out people for the last year or so. He's arguably got the most power in the 126 pounds. So it's definitely a matchup that shows Donaire is not ducking, is not running for nobody. Donaire want to make sure he has a great legacy, and I respect him for that.
Yeah, you have to respect what Donaire is doing at this point in his career. You would assume after taking an embarrassing loss from Rigo, you would assume that he would try to build his confidence before taking on such a dangerous opponent in Walters. Granted, now Walters hasn't been really tested by or been in the ring with someone that has the same boxing ability as Donaire. So you have to salute Walters. Shout out to Nicholas Walters for stepping up and taking on that challenge at this point in your career. But, it's a compelling matchup. It's going to be a dynamic fight. I mean, I can't say it's going to be all action, but,
somebody's going to get, there's going to be a couple of knockdowns.
I feel like somebody's going to have
to. Because both of them got power to not hurt.
They both got pop. Have you ever seen Donaire really in a fight where he's been hurt and he's had to rise?
I never really seen him. I seen him like when he was against Vasquez. I've been like a couple of fights where the scorecards are close, but I never really seen Donaire in a fight where he was visibly hurt, where he's really behind. Besides, of course, the Rigo fight.
The Rigo fight. Late rounds of the Rigo fight, it did look like Donaire would rather be at home with his newborn baby at the time.
Yeah, he definitely phoned it in that 8th round. He had a flash knockdown in the 9th round just because I think Rigo was doing his taxes or something in the middle of the ring. The reason he got knocked down, it wasn't
lacks in concentration. But I'm gonna go with Donaire. The more experienced boxer in this matchup. He still has undeniable talent. Where it relates to power. I like his combinations. He's kind of rangy. He has a solid chin. So I'm just gonna go with the experience in this matchup. My prediction for the fight, I'm gonna lean towards late round stoppage.
And I gotta agree with my partner on the Black Abe Sanchez because I watched a little tape of Walters. Walters have a lot of power, but at the same time he kind of cocks and telegraphs a lot of his punches. A lot of knockouts were do a lot of hooks, and when he throws his hooks, he kind of telegraphs and throws a little bit wider. He doesn't really have a good inside game, and to be honest with you, his hand speed is nowhere near the level of Donaire, but he does have good range. He has a 74-inch reach compared to
that's amazing. That's in his favor. For
sure.
Yeah.
Compared to I think even in the Donaire 68 reach is not bad. 68-inch reach for 5'6" guy is not that bad.
Yeah.
But I think that overall, I just think that Donaire's speed, if Donaire moves a lot lately in a couple of fights, he's been a lot of flat-footed, relying on his power too much for me. But if he comes that fighter circa 2010, circa 2011, who will get in there 3 or 4 good combinations, work the body, move well, it's gonna be a tough matchup. But if you try to sit on his leg, wait for the perfect punch or the perfect timing, Walters can make it difficult for him, man.
Yeah, if he fights that fight like
when he fights
Archinian,
yeah,
he didn't look like the same fighter that circa 2000.
Yeah, and the fight, and even the fight that he had fought previously before it, the one that he won the vacant belt with the stoppage. I forgot the opponent's name. He didn't look like the same guy that was really to take chances, willing not to throw multiple punches, and so hopefully, if the old Donaire come out, I think it should be a 7th to 8th round stoppage, man.
Sure. I mean, even if 80% of the
Yeah.
Donaire that
because Walter's a flawed fighter, man. He has a lot
flawed.
of he's flawed.
That was a great point you made in regards to any openings that will be available. And one thing we can say about Donaire, he has great timing.
Great timing.
He has a great punch selection, and if he can squeeze in a punch between some looping punches from Walters that's careless,
and it's going to be
lights out.
And it's gonna be there because just because Walters is and if you don't realize, it's good to have a good reach, but if you don't have a good placement with that reach, it's kind of like a disadvantage because if you don't know how to set your feet or have good footwork and have good placement, the guys can always come onto you. Yeah. Because think about it, even though you have more distance to cover, they still can come over there and come in and out with you.
Sure.
So that's the only thing about it, but. Overall, like I get with my partner, man. Donaire, he's gonna be back, and I'm curious to see who's gonna challenge next, man. I'm really curious to see that, man. Yeah. He said he won't Rigo, but I really don't think that fight's gonna be made.
Yeah, I don't think that fight's. Uncle Bob, he's not.
No, Grandpa Bob is gonna be like
his biggest stars back in the.
He's not gonna do that. So, if we can get this HBO Showtime thing going up, I wouldn't mind seeing him against Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz. Donaire, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight.
Oh man, that's a great matchup. I actually favor Donaire in that matchup.
Me too, but I still think it's a great matchup because Santa Cruz does want to go up to 126. I favor him with that. I don't think they're gonna put him against Lomachenko because even though Lomachenko is really good, I think that I'm really high on the guy. I don't think that at this stage of career, neither one of them really need that fight.
No, not. I think they would stage that fight later, maybe a year, maybe 2 years from now. Uncle Bob is very careful with the fighters he matches, and at this point, I think they see something within Walters that they feel like they can expose.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Yeah, so it'll be another belt in Donaire's great career.
Yeah, he's already a Hall of Famer in my books, man.
Yeah, in my books, I mean, he definitely gets my vote. So, thanks for tuning in to TKO Boxing Digest. Hit the like button, subscribe. Leave your comments below. Let's get some dialogue going. And until next time, signing out.